Hello, good day. My name is Chris Njoku. Today we'll be looking at how to plot and format multiple lines charts in Excel. The first thing we're going to be looking at here is the data arrangement patterns. If you're new to Excel data visualization, it's important for you to get yourself acquainted with data arrangement. If you don't arrange your data properly, it could affect your visualization. And then you now try to see how you can mend your output after struggling for a while. So it's important for you to know how to arrange data. When you arrange your data properly and then you visualize your data, you have little stress trying to format your chart to look how exactly you want it. So we'll be looking at the column arrangement of data and then the row arrangement of data. The data we have before us represent sales of three different products: product one, product two, and product three. And then these products were sold between the year 2011 to 2022, from 2011 to 2022. And then these are the unit sales of each of the products. You can see product one in 2011 was 1,300, and then product two sales was 1,500, and product three sales was 1,250. So you have to plot your line chart to look exactly how you want it and how it should be. It should be very clear to anyone that will be looking at it. So to get down to business, we quickly select the data series, drop our cursor, and then select it completely. So every data is covered. So we go to our insert tab, we click on it, and then go to recommended charts. The reason I always like recommended chart is for you to have idea of other possible charts that can come out from your data. But in this case, our interest is line chart, so we stick to it. You can see line chart is what is highlighted here. So we click on line chart and then we click OK. So this is how our chart looks like with this kind of arrangement. So I'm going to place it by the side and then select the other data for row arrangement and also do the same thing. Now, this is the row arrangement of the data. If we look at this data very well, you can see that there is not much difference between the first data and then the other data. So let's look at it very well. Let's look at the year is from 2011 to 2022. We also have 2011 to 2022 represented in the row arrangement. So another thing is the product one sales from 1,300 to 925. So product one sales 1,300 and okay, this should be, let me correct this, 1,300 to the very last there is 945. So they are same data but different arrangements. Now note the difference between the column arrangement and the row arrangement. If you're trying to visualize data and then you arrange your data in a column manner, there is no space anywhere. You can see if this were to be a box, everywhere is closed. But look at this row arrangement. Year and product sales, there is an empty box at the top. There is an empty box at the top. You can see this. if we bring in year to that very box, it will look very funny when we visualize our data. So try to note the difference between the column arrangement and the row arrangement. Very important for you to leave this cell open when you are trying to visualize your data using the row arrangement. So let me select the data together and then we'll plot and see how it looks. Start, start, and then we'll click OK. So this is for the row arrangement, while this is for the column arrangement. As you can see, there is no visible difference between the two. There is no visible difference between the two. The only difference is that this is for um, column arrangement, while this is a column arrangement, while this represents the row arrangement. You can see when I drop my cursor on anyone and try to move it, the arrangement will show that this is where you're trying to work from. So there is no difference between the two data. It's just the arrangement. Now we can just quickly format our data, format our chart to look exactly how we want it. So how do you go about that? The first thing I'll do here is to move this legend from this position, because when I eventually decide to title my chart, to title the axis of my chart, this is where I should type year to show that every number here represents year. So the first thing I'll do is probably to delete chart title. So I click on it and click delete. So I pull away these lines and then I click on this and hold it and move it up. You can see that there's a space for me to put my chart um, at axis title now. Next I'll do is to format the vertical axis. The formatting I want to do here is to reduce the space between the list values of the product sales and the horizontal line. I want to reduce it. So I click on format axis and probably reduce the number, increase the number from 0 to 500. Click. So you can see that that gap has been taken away. So the curves, the trend line of your chart is looking better. So the next thing we can do here is to probably give it axis title. So we'll click on the chart and then click the plus sign, say axis title. We'll click on it. So there's a space for you to type your title into. So you can just type here. Anyone that is looking at it will know that these numbers represent here. So you can work on the font, click on font. You can change the color from gray to look black. So that's a color dim. You can as well do same thing here. You can give this unit sold as a name. So you select and then change the dim to black. So when you click out, you can see that it's looking better. Now, the data series itself, the lines representing the three products, can as well be formatted. What's the essence of that? You want to quickly bring out the point where each data resides, the point where each data can be found on the chart. So what do? Let's start with the first product, one sale. We click on the line and then right click it, format data series. So you can see this is where you should do that. So this cup represents the fill and line. So you click on it. The first thing we want to do here is to bring out data points. So we'll click on marker, option, and then we'll click on built-in. So this is it. We can use this box to represent each uh, line, each data point. So if I click out now, you see that each data point has been represented by that box. You can see these are where the data points appear. We can do same thing to the other products. Product 2, then we click on the field. Let's choose, this is marker. So let's choose another design. Let's go with this. And then when we click outside, you can see that that design is shown as the data point. We can do same to the third product. We'll click on it, right click, format data series, fill, marker, and then marker option, built in. Let's choose this shape for it. So I click, and then you can see the shapes representing the data points. These are the shapes representing the data point. When you start to count, you know that each of these represents each data point. Now, we have seen that we can quickly format our data series on the chart to look exactly how we want it. We have just formatted the data point. We can as well format the line, the trend line itself. We can format the trend line itself. Let's say we want to format the trend line. The first thing you do is to probably click on the line. Right, click on it and then click on format data series. We'll click on this. So our interest now is line, no longer marker. So let's say we'll click on this line. The line is blue. Let's assume we want to change the color to black. I'll click on black. So I click out now. You can see the color has changed to black. So that is just how you can easily format your chart to look exactly the way you want it. So if it's something you want to export for publication, you quickly remove the outline. Right click and then click on outline fill, no outline. So you remove the outline. So you can see there is no line here. If you are taking it into Microsoft Word to probably complete thesis or project work that you're working on, you just quickly click on it and right click, copy, and go straight to where you want it. So let's assume I want to drop it here. So I right click and then paste. You paste as picture because it's a chart. Paste as picture. So this is it. So you can hold from any of these points and then increase the size. So this is just how you can format your multiple line charts for publication. So as it's looking now, anywhere you send it for publication, it will be acceptable because you have done necessary formatting to it. Thank you very much.